Okay. I can't hardly look at you.
Whenever you're ready.
Go.
I got the blondes over here making noise.
That's red.
Okay.
I was listening to Tina, not you say okay.
Okay, here we go.
Say
Good afternoon. My name's Kimberly Henson. Thank you for joining me today. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about organ donation, which is something a lot of people don't think about until they are faced with the death of a loved one. But currently, there are over 100,000 people nationally on the waiting list for organ transplants. That's about 4,000 people added nationwide every day to the waiting list. That's 18 people who die every day waiting on someone to donate an organ. And currently there are about 1,700 people in Louisiana waiting on an organ transplant. One donor, many saved. As you can see on the picture here, there are lots of different organs, bones, tissues, heart valves, eye can be donated, and this can save up to 8 different lives, and then of course help many other people who need valve replacements, tissue, ligaments, things like that. People who can donate, candidates are generally healthy. Adults, you have to be 18 years or older to register as a donor. If you have a child that would pass away, the parents can give consent for that child to be a donor and their organs can be used. Mostly they look for people who are healthy, free of infection, free of cancer, but of course every individual and each organ and tissue is individually examined and determined whether to be a good candidate for donation. Some easy ways to become an organ donor. Every DMV, when you do a license renewal or a new license, they ask you if you wish to be an organ donor at that time, and you can sign the form whether you do or do not wish to be an organ donor. 2 easy websites is LOPA and UNOS. Those are the Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency and the United Nations of Organ Sharing. They are a national database, and they work with each other so that everybody knows each other's information. So if you register with one, that's all you need. Some myths about donation. Some people are a little scared of being an organ donor. The first one, most popular, is if I get sick or hurt and I'm an organ donor, they won't try to save me because they want my organs. That's not true. Healthcare workers take an oath to help the person in need. They're not worried about saving somebody else's life. They're worried about saving your life. The second thing is that organ donation is against my religion. There, to my knowledge, is not any religion that is against donation of organs. Some religions have some limitations on what organs can be transplanted as far as taking blood products, things like that. But if you speak with your clerical person, they will be able to guide you in that matter. Another myth is that an open casket funeral would not be possible. This is not true. It is very appropriate as long as there's no other injuries to the patient, but the organ recovery is done maintaining the patient's integrity, dignity, and appearance as well. The other thing that people worry about is if they decide to donate their organs, that's going to involve a hospital stay, that's going to involve surgery to recover the organs. That's going to be very expensive for us. We can't afford that. These organ procurement agencies, such as LOPA, cover all of the costs involved in organ donation. So there is no expense to the donor or their family. In conclusion, I would encourage you to think about becoming an organ donor. It is, of course, very worthwhile, and it often gives the families that lose a loved one that sense of peace and a sense of closure that even though they've lost their own loved one, that loss has contributed to somebody else's life being saved. Thank you.